Of the 18,298 Merlin engine Spitfires produced, very few now remain airworthy. This is one of them. Its hours are carefully husbanded, and only a very select band of pilots allowed the privilege of flying it. Before takeoff, the pilot checks the aircraft visually. The creep marks are in line, no cuts on the tires. The four-bladed propeller has no nicks or fluid leaks. The condition of the elevators is carefully examined. Any distortion will make the Spitfire very difficult to control. The rudder must have full unrestricted movement. Trim tab neutral and hinge play satisfactory. The radio hatch is secure. The aircraft appears to be airworthy. The pilot climbs into the cockpit. It is narrow, and pilots really require the assistance of a fitter to sort out the standard RAF harness. The seats adjusted to give maximum visibility and clearance for the hood, should it have to be jettisoned. The parachute harness is snapped into the quick release box. As in wartime fighters, the pilot sits on the parachute pack, which forms an exceedingly unyielding cushion. Flying gloves are donned to give a secure grip on the controls. The gloves are thin enough to operate small switches, thick enough to give some protection from a cockpit fire.
Indicator switch on, undercarriage selector down. Fuel, 37 gallons in the lower tank.
Pilot's door shut and latched. Hood open for takeoff and locked. Final check, full, free and correct movement. Rudder bias wound to fully right for takeoff to counter the Spitfire's swing due to torque. Elevator trim with half fuel is set 1 division nose down. Ground accumulator is plugged in, ready for engine starting. Air pressure sufficient. Brakes on. Parking catch locked on. Fuel cock on. Starter and booster coil buttons uncovered. Magneto switches off. Throttle set, ½ inch open.
Propeller constant speed control, fully forward. Idle cutoff, checked fully aft.
The wobble pumps operated to pressurize the fuel lines until the fuel pressure warning light is out. The Kai gas primer is unscrewed. On a cold day, up to 7 strokes are needed. The 2 ignition switches are switched on. Contact. Magnetos both checked, live. Oil pressure rising, fuel pressure warning light off. Run up engine slowly, stick hard back or the aircraft could nose over. Engine run up to 0 boost, exercising propeller constant speed unit. Check for magneto drop, engine run up satisfactory. Pressures and temperatures okay.
Call tower for takeoff clearance.
Nearly 50 years after the first flight, a small number of preserved Spitfires perpetuate the legend of this, the most famous of fighters.